Martin Luther King Jr., a name synonymous with justice, equality, and peace. But who was the man behind the dream? Today, we explore his inspiring life, profound impact, and the controversies that surrounded his journey. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia. He was the second child of Martin Luther King Sr., a Baptist minister, and Alberta Williams King, a schoolteacher. Raised in a religious household, King was deeply influenced by his father's leadership in the church and his commitment to civil rights. King attended Morehouse College at the age of 15, where he was mentored by the college president, Dr. Benjamin Mays, a strong advocate for racial equality. He later earned a Bachelor of Divinity degree from Crozer Theological Seminary and a PhD in Systematic Theology from Boston University in 1955. His upbringing instilled in him a sense of justice and an unshakable belief in the power of love and nonviolence. From an early age, King was aware of the systemic injustices faced by African Americans in the segregated South, which shaped his desire to contribute to social change. In 1955, King became a prominent figure in the civil rights movement when he led the Montgomery Bus Boycott after Rosa Parks' arrest for refusing to give up her seat to a white passenger. The boycott lasted over a year, demonstrating the power of collective action and resulting in the desegregation of Montgomery's buses. As the leader of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC, King advocated for nonviolent resistance. Inspired by the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, he organized numerous marches, sit-ins, and demonstrations, including a pivotal moment that drew national attention to segregation in the South. Despite facing police brutality and mass arrests, the campaign highlighted the resilience of the movement. Attended by over 250,000 people, this historic event featured King's iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, envisioning a future where people are judged by the content of their character rather than the color of their skin. These marches emphasized the importance of voting rights for African Americans. The violent response to peaceful protesters in Selma shocked the nation and led to the passage of the Voting Rights Act of 1965. King's strategic use of media coverage brought national and international attention to the civil rights struggle. His ability to inspire unity and resilience made him a beloved figure among supporters of racial equality. While celebrated globally for his work, King faced significant criticism and controversy. The FBI, under J. Edgar Hoover, monitored King extensively, labeling him a communist sympathizer. Hoover sought to undermine King's influence by collecting personal and political information. Secret recordings of King were made, often without his knowledge, and attempts were made to discredit him publicly through media leaks. Despite this, King remained steadfast in his mission. These efforts included a notorious anonymous letter sent to King, threatening to expose damaging information unless he stepped away from his leadership role. King's resilience in the face of such intimidation cemented his status as a fearless leader. In 1967, King delivered his famous speech Beyond Vietnam, a time to break silence, where he condemned the U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War. King argued that the war diverted resources from domestic issues like poverty and disproportionately affected African American soldiers. His anti-war stance drew widespread criticism from political leaders, media outlets, and even some allies within the civil rights movement. They feared that linking the movement to opposition to the war would alienate supporters and diminish its impact. Allegations about King's personal life, including claims of extramarital affairs, emerged, partially fueled by FBI surveillance. These allegations have been the subject of intense debate, with some questioning their validity due to the FBI's motives. While they have sparked discussions about his personal character, they have not overshadowed his monumental contributions to social justice. King's focus on economic justice, particularly through the Poor People's Campaign, aimed to address systemic inequality affecting all races. He advocated for fair wages, affordable housing, and guaranteed incomes. This shift to economic activism faced resistance from both liberals and conservatives, as it challenged entrenched systems of wealth and privilege. Critics argued that his vision was too ambitious and risked alienating his broader support base. Despite these challenges, King's economic initiatives underscored his belief that racial justice was inextricably linked to economic equality. On April 4, 1968, Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee, while supporting striking sanitation workers. His death sent shockwaves across the globe, sparking riots in over 100 cities in the United States. King's legacy endures through his speeches, writings, and the ongoing struggle for racial and social justice. He was posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom and the Congressional Gold Medal. The third Monday of January is observed as Martin Luther King Jr. Day in the U.S., honoring his contributions. Today, King's vision continues to inspire movements for justice and equality worldwide. His words, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere," remind us of the enduring importance of his work.